Hi guys, in this tutorial I'll show you my new export settings that I've been using for about a week, and I'm very happy with the results on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. My previous export settings still work well, but these new ones feel a bit smoother on YouTube Shorts. Since Instagram and Shorts are different platforms, their compression works differently, which makes it tricky to find the best settings. In today's video, I'll show you how I achieved the best export settings for both platforms. The first thing you should know is to never upload 4K videos to Instagram or YouTube Shorts. You can upload 4K as long-form format, horizontal videos, but not vertical ones, because Shorts and Reels compress 4K footage very heavily. To avoid strong compression, create a 1080p composition and use your 4K or 3K footage inside it. In my case, I edit 3K footage in a 1080p composition, which helps preserve quality. Click the Create New Composition icon and set the resolution to 1080 by 1920. Remember, these settings are only for vertical videos, such as Shorts and Reels. Ensure that the frame rate of the new composition matches the frame rate of your source clips. With the new composition created, drag and drop your video into it to start editing. The clip will appear heavily scaled because it's a 3K video inside a 1080p composition. To fix this and fit it properly, right-click the clip, go to Transform, and choose Fit to Comp Height. Now you can continue editing, color grading, adding sound effects, or applying VFX. Once you're finished and ready to render, create a new adjustment layer above all your layers. On this adjustment layer, apply the Unsharp Mask effect. Increase the amount to 25. This helps slightly sharpen the image, which reduces softness caused by compression on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. If you want a crisper image, you can increase the amount to 30 and set the radius to around 10 or 15. Just be careful not to oversharpen the image, as this can create visible noise, harsh edges, and unwanted artifacts after compression. After that, press Ctrl+M on your keyboard to add the composition to the render queue. Now we move on to the most important part, the export settings. I've tested many different settings for 1080p compositions, and the ones I'm about to show you produce the smoothest results. You can check my last 2 or 3 Instagram Reels, which were exported using these exact settings. Make sure the render settings are set to best settings, and set the output module to match render settings 40 megabits per second. Now click on the output module to adjust the settings. First set the format to H.264. Next open Format Options and uncheck Profile and Level. Keeping the profile on main works in many cases, but since our source footage is 3K, it's better to set the profile to high. The high profile preserves more detail and handles higher quality footage better, which helps maintain clarity after compression on platforms like Instagram and YouTube Shorts. Next change the level to 5.1. For 1080p, 3K, and 4K vertical videos, this level is more than enough. Next comes the most important setting, bitrate. This is the one you should not mess up. In my previous tutorials, I always used CBR, but now I use VBR, one pass. Let me briefly explain the difference between them. CBR, or constant bitrate. It keeps the same bitrate throughout the entire video, no matter what's happening in the scene. This means simple scenes get more data than they need, while complex scenes may not get enough. The result is a consistent file size, but not always the best visual quality. VBR one pass, or variable bitrate. It adjusts the bitrate dynamically. Simple scenes use less data, and complex scenes get more data where it's needed. This results in better overall image quality at a similar or even smaller file size, which works better with platform compression like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. I now use VBR one pass because Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts are short videos, usually 15, 20, or 40 seconds long. Since the duration is short, VBR one pass handles compression more efficiently than CBR and delivers better quality for these platforms. Use CBR when exporting longer videos, such as 3 minutes or more, especially for horizontal, long-form content on YouTube. In those cases, CBR is much more stable and reliable than VBR one pass. With VBR one pass selected, set the target bitrate to 30 megabits per second. This bitrate is more than enough for 1080p vertical videos and gives Instagram and YouTube Shorts enough data before their own compression is applied, helping the video stay sharp and smooth after upload. If you're exporting 4K videos, always double the target bitrate and set it to 60 megabits per second to preserve more detail before compression. With these settings applied, click OK to save them. One more important thing, make sure the resize resolution is set to 1080p and matches your composition size. If it doesn't, enable resize and set the resolution manually. Also, ensure resize quality is set to high. Click OK again to confirm everything, and now you're ready to render the video. Once rendering is complete, send the video to your phone. You can use Google Drive or any method you're comfortable with, but I recommend Google Drive to minimize quality loss. For YouTube Shorts, uploading directly with the YouTube app works fine. For Instagram, it's preferable to use the Edits app, as it allows you to maintain higher quality and reduces the impact of Instagram's compression algorithms. Open the Edits app, click New Project, and select Gallery. Import the rendered video. Click 2K, set the resolution to 4K, and the frame rate to 60 frames per second. Set the color mode to SDR, as HDR is unnecessary. The footage was recorded in standard mode, and many cameras don't support HDR. Even when HDR is available, I recommend to shoot in normal mode for Instagram Reels to ensure consistent results. After configuring all settings, click the Export button and wait for the export to complete. While the video is being analyzed, I want to mention 16:AM film shake presets, created for speed ramp edits, cinematic edits, and more. Just drag and drop the presets, no plugins or extra installation required. Works seamlessly with Adobe After Effects on both Windows and Mac. Once finished, select Instagram at the bottom. This will launch the Instagram app, allowing you to add a caption, include hashtags, adjust the cover image, and then tap share to publish your video. After uploading the video, check it on Instagram, you'll see the improved quality. I've been using these settings for a week and am satisfied with the results. If I discover an optimal, golden setting that delivers an even crisper look for social media, I'll release a new tutorial. For the time being, these are the export settings I consistently use.